Government says Knicks Mavericks. Trailblazers and Heat might trade for DeMar DeRozan if the Bulls made him available due to a poor start. DeMar DeRozan is one of the first-class protective forwards inside the NBA fairly seen through enthusiasts and analysts because of his mid-range scoring and playmaking capability. He averaged 27.9 ppg, 5.2 rpg, and 4.9 apg for the Chicago Bulls' final season. In comes All-NBA second group honors. At one point closing season, DeMar DeRozan was considered an MVP candidate due to his personal stellar play and the Chicago Bulls' function inside the Eastern Conference. He was breaking statistics held through Michael Jordan on the time, and it is easy to look why many idea of him as an MVP quality player. Regardless of DeRozan's heroics for the duration of the season, the Chicago Bulls finished as the range 6 seed inside the Eastern Convention and had been subsequently removed with the aid of the Milwaukee Greenbacks inside the first round of the playoffs. DeMar DeRozan could command a variety of interest if the Bulls desired to change him. The Chicago Bulls slid down the standings within the second one-half of the season as they had been in damage-ravaged team. While glaringly accidents are once in a while out of each person's control, the Chicago Bulls want to avoid gambling like they did to give up final season within the destiny. DeMar DeRozan might be a treasured addition to any crew because of his offensive ability set and revel in and government that talked to Sean Debony of heavy counseled that the Chicago Bulls ought to grow to be shopping DeRozan if they start off with the bad shape they exhibited at the quit of closing season, adding that the Knicks, the Mavericks, the Trailblazers and the Warmth would be willing to make offers for him if that have been the case. If this season begins the manner last season ended, the government tells heavy Sean Devaney there may be a threat. The Bulls ought to discover all options, and also you'd get some appropriate gives. Groups like the Knicks for Dallas or Portland, definitely Miami, they'd surrender pieces and alternatives for a player like DeRozan. As for the caveat on what it might take to even get the Bulls to entertain this, he turned into an MVP candidate for maximum of ultimate 12 months. It must be a catastrophe of a season for that to appear. It remains to be visible if the Chicago Bulls will in reality turn out to be shifting DeMar DeRozan. He's considered as the nice cutting-edge player on the crew, and trading him would definitely make the crew lots worse. However, within the situation offered with the aid of the government, it makes sense to transport DeMar DeRozan for value and try to pass a unique route when constructing a contending team. Manifestly, a lot will rely upon how the Chicago Bulls start subsequent season, and optimistically we see them become as a pinnacle tier team next season.